Okay, can anybody hear me now? Can anybody hear me now? Can you hear me now? Shoot. Let's see. Okay, can anybody hear me now? There we go. Now you guys can hear me. Wonderful, wonderful. I got to hear myself echo right over here. Probably going to be making the big dive going from Streamlabs OBS over to OBS this coming week. This is just a nail in the coffin. I actually was talking with my brother yesterday about live streaming, and two issues that keep coming up is my camera randomly dies on me when I'm recording, and then when I go live, for some reason, if I switch scenes, it kills my mic. I want to make sure I'm still live. So in any event, how's everybody doing? All right, so I see Mojo, you're hanging out both inside the DIY Publishing Course community on Facebook and on YouTube. By the way, folks, you can feel free to subscribe if you want to on the YouTube channel, but honestly, that's going to pretty much be the hub that I store a lot of my videos that I do for replays and I put over into archives. So those of you that have the lifetime access, I'm going to be changing that, by the way. It's called Unlimited. I'm just going to take ambiguity out. It's going to be called the DIY Publishing Course Lifetime Access. Those of you have that obviously will have access to the archives, and those of you inside the monthly program also get the archives. Now, what's included in the archives are a bunch of the videos that are either no longer on YouTube. I had probably about 400 I purged from my original YouTube channel because I've been on YouTube for over 3 years now. It's kind of crazy to say that, but I have a lot of that. I hear you in stereo. You might want to mute one of the channels there, Mojo. So it's great to see everybody kind of coming in here. Greg, it's awesome to see you. Tyler Horn, Victoria, Vicky, Mojo. Awesome, 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 awesome. I see 6 people hanging out. So I just kind of left my generic thing, dropping emojis in here. You guys don't need to spam the chat or anything else like that because this is just, it's us. We're hanging out. DIY Publishing Course. All right. I said 5 minutes in, let's just go ahead and get things rocking and rolling because I got a lot of stuff to cover because directly after this at noon, I will be live on twitch.tv/self-publish and I'm going to be going through the podcasting and recording there. I won't be airing that anymore inside our Facebook group. So when I do Facebook group things, I want to probably just strictly devote that. So if you want to join me for the podcast recording, you got to join me noon. It's only on Twitch. Little secret though, I will be moving those over to the archives, so just so you know. Alrighty, so there's really cool things I want to kind of discuss today, and before I do, I just want to put a little bug in your ear. I slipped it into the email before last. I sent one out today, obviously, but I have something coming out September 9th. Something coming September 9th. I'm just going to leave it out there, and I'm going to keep teasing you. Those of you that can correctly guess, someone who can correctly guess, and I will, Scout's honor, I will tell you if you're correct in a direct message privately. If you can correctly guess what's coming out September 9th, and I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. Some people probably know the significance of that date, but you probably don't know what I'm planning for that date. So big things coming out September 9th this year. I just spat my drink. I thought this was a replay. No, not a replay, not a replay. That probably really messed with you. You're like, oh my gosh, he's like a freaking fortune teller. How did he know I was going to be coming here? Yeah, this is completely live, Tyler. It's good to see you join us, though. All right, so, okay, September 9th. The bug is in your ear, you know. So we're going to do this every Saturday, first Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. Eastern Daytime. That's Universal Time Coordinated -4. Okay, until otherwise Ohio decides they're going to just go ahead and fall back 1 hour and then it jacks everything up. So we're going to do this first Saturday every month. So if you are not getting emails or you unsubscribed from the DIY Publishing Course emails, well, guess what? You are out of luck. there's no getting back in unless you just send me a direct message and plead, say, I'm sorry, I unsubscribed, didn't mean to. What's up, Kathy Mankin? How you doing? So the thing is, you got to keep an eye on these emails. And I know some people are like, but Dale, I get so many emails as it is. I'm going to be sending you relevant information. Now, in the event you unsubscribed, okay, that's okay. I forgive you. It's totally cool. It's totally cool. Just put a pin in every first Saturday of the month. From now on, we're going to be meeting up at this location. So whether you're watching the Facebook group, that's easy for me to say, Facebook group community, that will be inside DIY Publishing, not the Self-Publishing Books one. Okay, it'll be in the DIY Publishing course community and also DIYpublishing.biz/live. That'll be in the YouTube one, and that's unlisted. Again, please don't share this. This is not something you don't have to hit thumbs up. You don't have to put a ton of comments or anything else like that. This is way different dynamic because this is just for you. Good here. Nice to see you live. It's great to see you live too, Kathy. Obviously, the YouTube thing is going to be really cool. Can we discuss the Amazon Advantage issue going? You know what, Lisa, that's a great point. Can we circle back around to that in just a moment? Because it just so happens I'll be talking about Amazon advertising in just about a couple more PowerPoints. Well, bullet points in any event. So great thing to kind of bring up for sure, Lisa. I will address that because it's a common issue right now when it comes to Amazon Advantage. So, all right, here we go. Stick around. This includes people watching the replay, and even you, Tyler Horn. Can't help but give you a hard time. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm feeling good today, guys. You can tell. I've actually had 2 really great fruit smoothies today. Been up since about 6-ish, 7-ish. I can't remember. I just kind of rolled out of bed. That's late for me. I'm normally up at 5 a.m. But stick around to the end. There's going to be one lucky half-hour coaching session person I'm going to draw, whether you've worked with me or not. Okay? You have to stick around to the end. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull one live person. And then those of you watching on the replay, you got to be active participants. I want to see some comments over either on the YouTube video or inside the Facebook chat, dropping it on in there because otherwise I don't know that you're showing up. So I'm not just going to randomly pull your name out of the hat. You got to be a participant. Alrighty. This is one email you need to read. Yes, one email you need to read, for sure, for sure. All right, June setbacks. Oh, folks, where the heck did June go to? Where did my stinking month go to? Here, let me minimize my window so I can see my bullet points because otherwise I'm lost without it and then I ramble. Okay, so I had a big ambitious goal of going through and auditing the entire course, but folks, as you know, it is hours upon hours of content. Started out June strong, and actually I got the beginner's course audited, not once, but twice. Why did I do it twice? I don't know. The whole reason for me auditing the course is I want to make sure that I'm going and giving you guys relevant and updated information. You're going to find some courses that just kind of get lazy. And I know there's one even on the market right now that charges $60 per month to be a part of, and they're still shilling out, their course despite having advice like doing review swaps and keyword stuffing your title and doing other just things that aren't good. So yeah, there was a June. I'm not sure if there was a June. You need to get back to me on that one. But I don't want to give you guys misinformation, and I want to make sure that it's all updated. So beginner's course is definitely audited 100%. I actually fixed some of the content. I put relevant links within each one of them. The problem is I lost my notes. This was at the beginning of June. And here I was last week, and I'm like, I got to get this work done. And I get on in there, and I couldn't find my notes. So I had to go through the course again. So there's going to be one update coming soon, and I want to bring it to your attention. So those of you that have the beginner's course, keep in mind that the categories section where I show you how to do niche research and getting categories and browse paths, you're going to probably go into it and you're going to discover that the browse paths are no longer there and the product details are actually collapsed down. This shouldn't stop you. you're going to still do your research like you normally do, and you would select that particular browse path that's condensed down. When you go into that bestseller rank list, okay, of that specific niche or category, you'll see on the left-hand side, the browse path is broken down. I just need to go back through and fix that inside the course. That way people are kind of going, oh, okay. So in the meantime, it's just going to be kind of, you're going to have to draw conclusions. It's still the same process of doing niche research. So hang in there. I'm going to get that updated inside the beginner's course. The one that's kind of heartbreaking to me was I never got the chance to go through and do the full audit on the advanced course, and that's actually on my plate today. Actually, as soon as I get off for the podcast recording, I'm going to be jumping right into auditing the advanced content, and that means I get to watch my own videos another time. Great, that's awesome. I was pretty blown away at the beginner's course. So I imagine the advanced course is going to probably be good stuff, but I'm going to make sure to pull out content that's just no longer relevant. So for instance, like you guys might have noticed like a few months ago, I pulled out all the CreateSpace stuff. Every now and then you might hear a video where I'll say CreateSpace, just kind of put KDP print in its spot. I'm going to be focusing on Amazon ads most importantly. Actually, I'll be updating that whole portion right there because we're going to discuss the new variable bids that you can put, the dynamic bids if you will. And also a very big one, and this is one that was brought up inside the Facebook group, and I want to make sure that you understand about this as well, Amazon Advantage. Kind of go a long story short, a lot of people were trying to get Amazon Advantage to get access to Amazon advertising via UK. This used to be a method that actually would work. Full disclosure, don't go there anymore. The reason is I'm a voracious consumer of all things when it comes to self-publishing, and obviously I pay attention to Mark Dawson's self-publishing formula. I highly recommend you definitely subscribe to his podcast or go over on YouTube, watch it. And one of the recent ones, when they were talking about Amazon ads, he essentially used to endorse that as well. I did as well, said, hey, go get an Amazon Advantage account over in the UK. And then what you would do is when you get the Amazon Advantage account, then you can utilize their platform for Amazon marketing services, aka Amazon advertising. The issue is that's for vendors and sellers only. Despite us having the best of intentions of trying to market our book, like take our money, Amazon, we want to market our book. They don't want that. In fact, actually, Mark even had admitted that one of his students had stepped forward and said that they had contacted the Amazon Advantage team in the UK, and essentially they were telling them, oh, if you find other authors doing this, tell us who they are. They're wanting authors to go and snitch on each other. And the funny thing is, all for what? We're trying to market and promote our stuff. So what I would say is hold off in getting Amazon Advantage if you want to be, advertising your book in other avenues. It's just, I wouldn't say it's a dangerous game, but there's a good likelihood that Amazon's not going to be very happy. It's just there's a vendor-seller support and then there's KDP support. And it's almost like this segregation of the two sectors, and they're not wanting to have one bleed over into the other one. So hopefully that kind of covers your question. I'll come back over here into the chat and make sure. Yes, June flew by way too fast. At $500, you're already at the gym, Mojo. You're such a show off. Okay, love seeing some of the chat popping off over here. So, hopefully that kind of covers things quite a bit. Like I said, I'm going to be covering this, and this will probably be a little bit of a repeat when you go into the advanced content course, and you'll get that covered there because I'll talk about Amazon Advantage and how it was available. I can tell you this though, based on how long I've been using Amazon marketing services, aka Amazon advertising. If you ever hear me call AMS, just assume AMS. All right, so I've been using AMS ads long enough, and I did it over in the US and UK long enough, and that I saw they were doing a lot of testing over in the UK market for for ads, not just book ads, for ads. And then within, I would say, a half year to a year, they rolled out those changes into the US. So I anticipate and I foresee that they're going to open up more regions for us to advertise into and be more targeted. So just hang in there. Hang in there. I would say in the meantime and in the interim, Master your ads in the US. Get it nailed down. So that way when you expand it into other regions, it's gonna be like cake. Simple, just getting it and going. So I'm gonna get all that updated again in the advanced content. Let's move it on. July rollouts. What are we going to see in July? What are we going to see in July? My screen's glitching out on me over here. You know I can't look like a 17-year-old grandson. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Fact, Mojo actually does look really stellar, very young. I was like, what? When I first met her, I was just like, no. All right, so July rollouts. This is fun. Just talked to Ava. We got off through a direct message chat, and WordPress 101, put a fork in it. It's done, but Ava's not done. She's not finished, so she's going to continue to roll out bonus content, and actually she says she's actively working on a new download over inside the WordPress 101 course. WordPress 101, I'm going to tell you guys this, that I get quite a bit of traffic over my self-publishing with Dale site as well as over on my fitness site, and this is all due in large part to Ava's expertise. So I would say don't take this one lightly. If you are thinking about developing and building and growing your brand, a website's definitely essential, and you want to get the most dead simple way of doing it, and that's through WordPress. And when you want to get it done the right way, by the way, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, buddy? When you want to get it done the right way, Ava is the person to get the job done, and she is pulling out all stops. She's showing you precisely how to do it, hand-holding you from point A to point Z and everything else in between. Here's the beauty of it. In the event that you are a self-publisher and not just an indie author, like you're building out other brands, this is good information for you to know, and you can also start to scale and hire out people and train them with that additional information. So that's further proof and reason why you need to see about getting subscribed to the DIY publishing course ASAP if you aren't already. Alrighty. Speaking of, this month, I'm going to be rolling out best business practices. Now, I'm probably going to come up with a more sexy name, but at this point, I've already got the entire course pretty much outlined out and set, and I'm just going to go ahead and read off a little bit of the outline that I have. And I'm just going to give you a few things here, because otherwise we're going to be here forever, me telling you about the best business practices. This is some of the common questions I get, and a lot of people are always kind of wondering, oh, Dale, how do I do this? How do I do that? The only reason why I don't ever do this on YouTube is, one, it becomes a bit sketchy, because sometimes certain regions in the world can perceive it the wrong way, and different areas. So this is one I'm just going to exclusively offer to you folks here in the DIY publishing course. Again, this is available in the lifetime and premium models, and it'll probably eventually trickle down, but we're looking at choosing a bank for your business, foreign account holders, how can you be able to get your money, tracking expenses, write-offs. Let me tell you folks, Kelly and I are the king and queen of write-offs, and we're constantly getting hold of our CPA. We're working her to the bone, because we're always saying, okay, what can we do? How can we, legally and ethically track our expenses and use some specific expenses as business write-offs? And so we're going to share a little bit of that. I'm going to talk to you about tracking earnings and expenses. I am meticulous in my tracking. My CPA probably loves how good I'm at that. In fact, I'm going to be leveling that up this year, and I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look on my transition from tracking my expenses to working with an online software that actually is able to communicate with my CPA as well as with me. And also, we're going to probably be talking about choosing a CPA, certified public accountant, getting the right kind of accountant, how much can you expect to have to expend. What's up, Al? How you doing, buddy? Let's see, how to form an LLC. I'm going to show you guys behind the dash. I'm officially, my business is actually technically filed out over in Arizona. I'm going to start a brand new LLC here in Ohio, and I'm going to show you the process that I go through. Now, keep in mind, even though you're not in Ohio, at least give you an idea of what you need to look for in your region. I'll talk to you about scaling out, hiring out, managing ads based on budget. Yeah, we're going to go back to the ads well, and I'm going to talk to you how I determine how much I have for expenses for ads for a month and what I don't, because I don't just blindly throw money at stuff. All right, moving forward. Ooh, trickle down subscription features. Okay, we have seen a huge growth in the DIY Publishing Course Monthly. I want to say big thank you. You know who you are. We've had about 13 new members, 15, 16, about 20 new members. I'm fudging up the numbers, I'm sure. Either way, over the past month, we've seen it grow exponentially. So I want to thank you, big banana sticker to every single one of you for joining the DIY Publishing Course community and inside the monthly program. So this is the good news I want to kind of tell you about. So premium, you're always going to get access to everything. With the standard and basic, obviously, it comes at a little bit of a price discount, so you're not going to be getting as much. So here's the trickle-down subscription features. I want to talk about Keywords 101. This is the most exhaustive, comprehensive look at keywords and what you need to know to leverage keywords and the search engine algorithm of Amazon in your favor. So Keywords 101, I'm going to tell you this. This is my best course offering to date. Like this right here. And I'm putting it in the basic. So if you're watching right now and you don't have lifetime access and you're not subscribed to monthly, now you have no reason to not take advantage of Keywords 101. It's in the basic model. That's $10 per month. And here's where the heck did that fly come from? Here's the nice thing is the DIY publishing course is with the basic, you get the beginner's course, everybody can get that. Advanced content, you get the archives, and you get Keywords 101. Hang on. That's not it. That's not all. $10 per month. Subscribe one day, cancel the next. Binge watch for 30 days. I'm okay with that. I actually had somebody, it was so sweet of them. They were like, I don't feel right just coming in and subscribing and peacing out. That's cool. I do that to Netflix and WWE Network. I do it all the time. So subscribe one month and cancel the next. It's totally cool. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't make the option open to you if I wasn't comfortable with that. I think that's crazy if you wouldn't want to. Now, if you want to stay on though, there's nice benefits to staying on to it. So that way you're able to keep your access. And here's the nice thing is when you want to subscribe later on, you already got the account set up. You just go in, resubscribe. And you'll see all the content that you've already consumed, and it won't reset any of the course modules that you've already watched. Alrighty. I want to make sure everything's popping over here in the group. Stephen Hibbard, what you been doing, man? How you doing? I'm getting a bunch of subscriptions, by the way. Sorry if there's a bunch of notifications going off here. I'm gonna shut off alerts right now. Where are my alerts? Get out of here. Alerts. Alert box. Okay. Alerts shut off now. All right. So Keywords 101, folks. Don't sleep on this. You know, this is a course that I am individually shooting for $99.97 for lifetime access, or you can just get it for $10 in the month and you'll get all the other additional things. Visit DIYpublishing.biz to get subscribed to the basic program. Next up, Kelly just came in from tennis. Say what's up, everybody.
What's up?
Kelly said what's up anyways. I think she was saying it to herself. All right, Editing 101. Editing 101. This is Book Editing 101. I actually brought in book expert James Ranson. James Ranson, as you folks know, and you may have seen this book in the background, Don't Write a Crappy Book. By the way, you just search this up you just search up crappy book on Amazon, his book comes up. I was like, did you mean that? And he's like, kinda. I was like, okay. So all joking aside though, James actually put together a very nice overview of editing, proofreading, and going through the whole process of even hiring a book editor and doing it yourself. Kathy Mankin said, what's up? She actually said, hey, Kelly. He put together all this stuff here, and honestly, I said, this is crazy. He didn't charge to do this. He doesn't expect to get any kind of affiliate sales or nothing else like that. So I'm opening it up all across the board. I get so excited, I just hit my desk. I opened it up across the board. So if you're subscribed to DIYpublishing.biz, whether you're in the basic, standard, or premium, you will have access, in fact, for the first time, live on air. You guys will actually get to see behind my dashboard We're going to go ahead and switch screens here. Let me see if I can switch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, there we go. All right. So here's the behind my dashboard. We're going to do something fun. Memberships and bundles. All right, and I'm going to press Control click. We're going to open up the standard. We're going to open up the basic. This is fun here. You watch this. So we got underneath the standard. I'm going to add book editing 101. Should have been there already, but now it's time to add it into the basic. Add course, book editing 101, add. All right, so if you just happen to be, I'm gonna scoot that down right below the archives. How about that? Here's all of the things you'll find in this course, all right? This is just chock full of stuff. All the things you'll find inside the standard. By the way, there's more stuff coming here soon. And my screen is frozen. Disregard the frozen screen here, folks. Alrighty, so we are set on that one. Well, it looks like now you guys can probably just hear me and not see me. Wonderful. I'm having some issues here with the camera. Let me see if I can unplug and replug it in here, folks. My camera has not been liking me as of late. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and do the rest of this on the other screen. So then you guys can see me frozen like this. That's hilarious. Alrighty, so it is officially in there. So if you happen to be logged into your account, you may have to log out and log back in to get all this. So there is that. Let's go back into my PowerPoint presentation. So book editing 101 is there. And oh, hang on a second. We almost forgot. What was I thinking? Keywords 101 is already in the standard. We are going to go ahead and add Keywords 101 into basic. So this is official. This is live on the air. You guys officially know that it is now in the course. So we're going to close that out. Close that out. All right, we got Keywords 101. Don't need to remember this, Dale. So here we go. All right, just a heads up. DIY Publishing Course Monthly for Basic, Standard, and Premium. More to come. There is more to come. Such a serious look. I know. I'm sorry. Something going on with my Brio camera. It is not happy lately. It just keeps freezing up and crashing on me. So not entirely happy. I might have to switch to the C920 here for my podcast broadcast in a bit. Alrighty. More to come. Folks, coming up August, we're going to be looking at the DIY Publishing Course Premium and Lifetime Membership, getting podcasting for authors. We're actually going to be joining myself and Ava. This is going to be a collaboration of sorts, and we're actually going to be talking about podcasting, how you can get started. So those of you that actually have been hesitant about joining and doing video marketing, podcasting might be your solution. It might be the way to go. We're going to show you how to get everything set up, what you need for equipment, how you can aggregate out your broadcasts to numerous platforms, and how you can monetize everything. So the podcasting for authors is stellar. Look, folks, authors like Michael Aron, Dave Chesson, Mark Dawson, James Blatch, Joanna Penn, oh gosh, let's see here, Brian Cohen. Names go on and on and on and on about authors who actually have podcasts. And I would really, really recommend, if you're the camera shy type person, or if you really like being in front of the camera, podcasting is for you. This is going to be the avenue you definitely want to take advantage of. By the way, Kelly, Al said hi. Hi. And I'm right now in the midst of looking super serious at my screen. My camera froze on me, so there's that. Alrighty, next up. Free half-hour coaching session, and I misspelled things, so don't judge me. I just did it really fast this morning. I want to draw one name, and I'm going to draw one name from the group. So there is 9 people watching inside the group. By the way, that's an all-time high. Big clap, round of applause. I want to hear, all right? And you can't win twice here, folks, only once, and this is even if I've coached you at some point or another. Pick a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. And whoever can guess that number we'll get that free half-hour coaching session. I'll end up direct messaging you. And this is going to be applicable to both YouTube and Facebook, all right? Only serious inquiries apply. Now, if you make me sit here and stare at the screen while I wait for you to guess numbers, please don't make me embarrassed. Thanks for adding Keywords 101. Becky Fisher, I'm really glad that you enjoy Keywords 101. If you're in the basic and such, so that's awesome. Yeah, I plan on trickling down even more, Becky. There is going to be big news coming out September 9th. Not saying what, just going to say. So you're going to want to make sure. 9, Stephen Hibbert, winner number 1. Stephen, drop me a line. I see a few guesses over here on the YouTube channel. LOL. Everybody knows the answer now on the YouTube channel. Why aren't we guessing here, folks? Stephen Hibbert, hit me up, buddy. It's been forever and a day anyway since we last connected, so let's do that. But Becky said 2. I could tell there's probably a little bit of delay over on YouTube. Sadly, I don't really know what you guys are seeing on your end since my camera is frozen. Thank you very much, camera. You're embarrassing me. You know what, Becky Fisher? Why don't we see about getting connected? I've just decided that I'm just going to choose you. Becky Fisher, go ahead and drop me a line. I'm not sure if we're connected via Facebook. Same thing. Well, Stephen, you and I are connected via Facebook, so just drop me a DM and let's see about getting you on the schedule. Becky Fisher, get a hold of me at dale@selfpublishingwithdale.com and we'll get that done. All right, so for those watching the replay, I'm going to ask for a very simple answer, okay? Folks that are watching it currently right now, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. All right, what's the significant date that I've mentioned? The first person to drop that inside here, actually, you know what? The first few people, in the next 24 hours, that drops that significant date that I've mentioned numerous times since the beginning of this broadcast, I'm going to draw from those names. And those persons will be drawn, and I will get a hold of you through a direct message. And if you're on YouTube watching this and you've dropped it into the comments, I will probably just drop you a comment back and see about getting your direct email address, or you can just get a hold of me at dale@selfpublishingwithdale.com. September 9th. Did I just give away the answer? DIYpublishing.biz, folks. If you are not part of the lifetime membership or you're part of the monthly program, what are you doing with your life? I know you got the beginner's course. That's so cool of you, and it was free and it was awesome. But it's time that you start to level up your business. Come on now. Get with the program. Everybody else is. I've had so many people that have been raving fans. Shoot, you could just go over to the stinking site and you can even see the people that even say inside the reviews why they love it. Go over to DIYpublishing.biz, and when you go on over there, scroll down. See all the features there. By the way, I haven't even updated this yet because we just did all that live. Here is all the reviews. Actually, most all the reviews. I probably got about another 20 more I can add to this. Okay? This is about the course. Get it. Get it today. One iteration or the other. You've got no more excuses at this point. So this is going to start to wrap things up. I want to pop in. Is there any last minute questions? That's the end of the slideshow. So we're just going to move it back to this little slide here. Any last minute questions? Nice, will do. Let me know when you're coming down to St. Pete. Maybe we can turn this call into a launch my treat. Hey man, I would love to get down to St. Pete. And actually, believe it or not, St. Pete is high on our lists for a winter retreat actually. We're gonna probably end up picking up some property down there eventually for when we want a snowbird. Probably the next 5 years, probably 4 years. We've been kind of discussing it. And go figure, Mojo's gonna be moved out of the state of Florida. Come on over. All righty. So, everybody knows the significant date. Alrighty, folks. Since my camera's dead, I would normally kind of stick around and jib-jab with you, but oddly enough, since you can only hear me and have I look serious. Like, somebody captioned that. Good Lord. It looks like that's the face I made when I got my tax bill this year. $32,000. Are you freaking kidding me? And that was the look I made. That was the look I made when I watched the end of Old Yeller. Yeah, that's before I started weeping openly. lunch. Come to the left coast eventually. Benjamin, we should be out in California soon enough, and I know we're almost on a regular basis out in Vegas. Vegas is our second home. All right, folks, I do need to get disconnected in about another 20 minutes. Join me over in twitch.tv/self-publish. We're going to be recording the podcast as long as my camera cooperates with me. In the meantime, in between time, folks, I definitely appreciate everything. Meet me up again this next month, first Saturday of the month at 11 a.m., same time, same channel, be it Facebook or on YouTube at the link of DIYpublishing.biz/live. We'll be there. Thank you very much. Have an awesome Saturday. Hope to see you again on twitch.tv/self-publish in 20 minutes.